Hello everyone, welcome to stock market analysis. Starting with Nasdaq, you can see how overextended this is, and you can see we're just going on a straight line. And if you draw a trend line from here, let's just make it a very simple trend line. This is weekly chart of Nasdaq. You can see we can easily afford to come right on this trend line here, and that's very possible. And this pump since the lows, which is October low, we are up as of today 52%. And you can see on a weekly basis, like I said yesterday as well, we can easily afford a pullback. So a pullback can be easily around 15% here. You can see this bull market, we had a pullback around 15% here. You can see here we had a pullback around 12% here. Again, a pullback here around almost 9%. Another pullback here around, you can see around 9%. So we can easily have 10 to 12% pullback. And if you get that pullback as of today, it can easily take us even 8%, 10% can back to this trend line. And if I draw a Fibonacci retracement from this weekly low to the high here, this is exactly where I'm expecting pullback to happen. So this is anywhere around 14,000 to 13,500. This is my target for a pullback. So just be aware of that. Although tech is going on a straight line, it's perfectly possible in a bull market to get a pullback. Okay, so that's very actually healthy for the market to get pullbacks. Okay, even this pullback here on a weekly chart, this pullback was around 9%, 9.5%. So just be aware that we are getting very extended, and this is not where you should be looking to buy. Okay, wait for a pullback before buying. And today, Tesla and Netflix came after earnings, and Netflix was down almost, you can see 8%. It was at one point down 9%. Tesla after hours down 4%. It was at one point down 5%. So is this a good time to buy? I will say still wait, because you can see there are more earnings coming. You can see, let's go to daily chart on Apple. You can see Apple is reporting earnings on 3rd of August. And then I think some other big players, which is very soon next week. Microsoft is 25th of July. Google is reporting earnings 25th of July. Tuesday, Meta is reporting earnings on 26th of July. Amazon is also end of July. And I think those are the big players. And the reason we do get sell-off is because market is forward looking, and all the price going till to earnings, all the news is already priced in. Okay, unless market says something which is not told before, like Tesla, they already told about deliveries of vehicle more than 440,000, and so market already knew about that, and also how all the other companies are sharing charging networks. So market is aware about that, and also you can see what's happening. We're going higher, new highs on a divergence. You can see divergence on PPU and RSI. That's an indication that we're due for a pullback. And you see all these green lines. All these green lines are the pullback. Okay, so even a simple trend line like this, or depending on how you draw a trend line, this is one trend line. Other way you can draw a trend line is like this. Sorry. Even a trend line like this, it can break anytime. Okay, but as of now, let's just focus on gaps. Gaps are filled 90% of the times. And Tesla, let's see, there's a massive gap here, one gap, two gaps here. So, and also there's another massive gap here. So if you draw a percentage from today's close to one of the major gaps, it can easily come around 18% here. Here, this gaps fills can around 11%. So easily Tesla can go around 11 to 14%, guys. So be very, very careful. This is a time, even if tomorrow we go, Tesla starts around 3%, 4% down, look to sell off. If you did not exit, look to exit, because like I said, Nasdaq can go easily 10%. If Nasdaq can go 10% down, you can imagine how other, like Tesla can easily go double, like 20% down. Okay, so be very, very careful here. And also I want to show you triple Qs, a candle which was developed here, like actually on SPY. You can see this candle, this is indecision candle. which means price, this is daily candle, which means price went where it opened, it closed very similar to where it opened. So this is indecision candle. This could be a market top, guys. This could be a market top if other sectors don't pump in. This could be easily a market top, okay? And we have seen something similar before here. You can see here, similar candle, then we started getting dumped. You can see here, very similar indecision candle. You can see these candles occur near the market tops, okay? You can see here, indecision candle. So these kind of candles are occurring near the top. So be very careful. I'm not saying this is the top. I'm saying this could be where we are looking for a pullback, okay? Now, S&P 500, the good thing about S&P 500 is there are a lot of other sectors, financials and healthcare. These are two other sectors other than tech, but it can still, if all sectors start to get correction, it can easily afford a sell-off, okay? And you can see SPY. Let's quickly look at the percentage down from the top here. You can see SPY here, 2.64% first gap, and the second gap is around 7.6%, okay? So I think easily SPY can afford a pullback of around from here top, from the close today. It can easily go around 7%, 7.5%, and this is a gap here. That will be a perfect area for a pullback before we can go higher. So I think we can get a pullback, and then we get another bounce to new all-time high. Okay, but it's market cannot just go straight up. It's going to be very healthy for market to get pullbacks. So if you get a pullback, take that as an opportunity to buy. So be on cash, wait for earnings to get over. And then I think it's going to be very volatile, choppy session to downwards session around August, October. And then we'll get another pullback towards the end of the year to new all-time highs. Okay. So that's what I'm expecting. And looking at, let's quickly look at Tesla and see where we are opening. Let me bring my standard deviations. Let's quickly look at what are some of the stocks which are in buy or sell zones. Let's quickly see. Nasdaq 100 after earnings came very close to the buy zone. So tomorrow, if we go below 15,696, that could be a good target to get a small bounce. So look to buy. You can see in the morning, you can take a snapshot of these levels. And if by tomorrow futures open around this level, this is a good time to buy. US 500, which is S&P 500, 45.36. So these levels I'm telling you guys are for a quick 0.5% to 1% bounce. As soon as you get a bounce, look to exit. Okay, like you can see. Overall, I'm bearish. You can see on weekly charts, we can expect easily 10 to 15% pullback on Nasdaq. So if you're buying in these lines, look to take profits. As soon as you're in profit around 0.5%, 0.4%, 0.3%, look to exit, okay? Or you can buy calls as soon as we're going into this zone here, and then we can exit right away, okay? These are the zones on Dow Jones, very close to the sell zone, and you can take US 2000, which is IWM, is also very close to the sell zone. Hang Seng Index is bouncing. You can see yesterday I told you this is in the green line. It's expected to bounce. And today we had a bounce. And you can see stocks like Baba were up. So people who listen to me, they must have taken a lot of profit. Baba at one point was up here around 3.5 to 4%. Baidu was up around here, around 3% here. MHCI, which is the index, it was up almost 2% in the morning. So if you listen to me, you could have easily taken those profits. And you can see Hang Seng Index is now in the middle of no trade zone, but tomorrow if it goes below 18,818, look to buy. All right, and crude oil, it's in the no trade zone. Let's quickly scan through the stocks which are in buy zone. Let's see, Bitcoin is in the no trade zone. Bitcoin, I told you yesterday, it came to the buy zone here. People who bought it here, they should be looking to sell around 175 and up. And let's see anything else. Copper came very close to the buy zone, but it did not touch the buy zone. So the trade was left open. And you can see wheat was pumping. Wheat was up almost 7%. Corn was up almost 3.5%. These are the stocks. These are the commodities you need to buy. You don't need to buy triple Qs or Nasdaq or Dow Jones or Russell 2000 or S&P 500. These are at all-time highs. Buy stocks like Zoom, Target, ASML was down, and Triple E. This is the largest utilities company in North America. Look at this. look to buy this. Look at, you can look at these zones. If tomorrow it falls below 71.69, if I show you on a daily chart, you can see how low it is. These are the stocks you should be looking to buy. You should not be looking to buy stocks that are that are around all-time highs. Zoom, look at this. Zoom is like near, you can see this chart here, from the top, from here to the bottom. Zoom is down almost 87%. Target is down, you can see, from the top here to the bottom here is down almost 50%. Okay, so these are the stocks, NEE, which I'm saying, from the top here to the bottom, it's down 20%. Okay, so these are the stocks you should be looking to buy. And also Pfizer, another one which I really like, and earnings are in, I think it's going to come soon. Let me quickly see, where is Pfizer? I'm keeping an eye on Pfizer as well. Here, Pfizer. You can see Pfizer is down since top. Let's quickly look at this. Since top, Pfizer is down almost 39%. Okay, and then also its earnings are coming soon, 1st of August, and also dividends is coming soon as well, 0.41, very healthy dividends. And you can see it's near the bottom, and you can see divergences are happening on PPO and RSI. These are the stocks you should be looking to buy. CVS Health, now it's pumping, looks like it's getting ready for the breakout. It broke out of this trend line, so this is something you should be looking to hold for the long term. Also Disney, for example, Verizon was dumping. It was this was a sell off, and now it recovered, so it recovered this gap as well. So these are the kind of stock, like TELUS, you can see this looks like a bottom. This is a bottom forming formation. Okay, you can buy things like this. And Nike also, you can see it's also pretty close to the lows. What else is here which is very interesting? I think these are the main ones which I'm keeping an eye. So look to buy stocks. Okay, Disney, sorry, where did Disney go? Let's quickly look at Disney here. You can see Disney here. You can see from the top to the bottom, it's from the top here to the bottom here is down almost 57-58%. These are stocks you should be looking to buy, guys. Okay. All right. So let's quickly review stocks which are in buy zone for tomorrow, and then we're gonna go through our regular stuff. So I think today Boeing was in the buy zone. Actually, let's quickly look at after market. Tesla, is it gonna be in the buy zone? So as of now, my buy zone is around 278, and Tesla came around 279, still a bit away from the buy zone. So what can happen tomorrow if Tesla goes below these, around these? You can take a screenshot of these green lines, 278, 272, and 265. If it falls here, look for a quick bounce. Okay, so if you get a quick bounce, look to sell right away. Do not hold it. So these are the levels for Tesla. Netflix, let's quickly take a look at Netflix. 838.7, and this is below. This is around second standard deviation. Okay, so if Netflix opens here, I expect a little bit of bounce, and then look to sell that bounce. Okay, so you can easily get like a 1 or 2% profits here on Netflix in the morning tomorrow. All right, so that's your strategy for tomorrow on these two stocks which are selling off. And Boeing is in the buy zone today. You can see how nicely it's in the buy zone. I don't think anything else was in the buy zone. Everything else recovered, and Baidu, actually it came very close to the buy zone. You can see Baidu is in the buy zone. It's bouncing now. And XOM, which I was telling you, is in the buy zone a while ago and yesterday, and now it's pumped. So you can see it pumped right from the buy zone. And Enbridge also pumped yesterday. It was in a buy zone, and today it pumped. You can see it touched buy zone. Now it's pumping higher. So easily, these are the stocks. I don't see I don't see a lot of stocks in the buy zone. So let's see tomorrow how futures open. Crude oil is in the middle, but yeah, nothing else interesting happening. So we'll see how tomorrow opens, and if it goes futures open here, I will look to buy for a quick trade, for 1% trade or maybe 0.5% trade, and then look to take profits very, very early. Okay, so let's quickly get rid of these lines. Let's quickly do a quick analysis on let's start with triple Qs. Like I said, all these are the lines you can watch let me make this better. You can watch for gap fills. Now I don't know, I think the perfect entry will be here. Purple line is my target, so let's see how far we go, but at minimum we're coming to this trend line. There's a gap here. That's my target on triple Q. SPY, I already drawn this, so you can see all these gaps here. Dow Jones, basically, this looks like a reversal candle also on Dow Jones. Okay, so be very careful. And also it gapped up today, so a lot of gaps to the downside to fill. And IWM, it's in the indecision candle. You can see similar candles are formed. Usually these candles are formed at the top, and all these gaps to the downside which are required to be filled. Bitcoin looking very weak, and from here, this is the trend line. You can see support, 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 and from today's close to the trend line here, it can come easily around 5% down or even more. But just remember, on Bitcoin there are gaps here around 20k. These gaps will be filled, I don't know when, but eventually they will be filled. So just be careful about those gaps. And Ethereum also has actually around, I showed you a gap around 1428. So Ethereum will do whatever Bitcoin will do, and it's in the chop zone, so it will just be like chopping around. Just keep an eye on Bitcoin, and then that will guide you on Ethereum. Okay, oil is in the middle of no trade. Basically, you can see uh, it's like going nowhere. Let me draw these boxes here. You can see this is a support here, and now this big area is now acting as a support. So you can see support 1, support 2. This was resistance. Now it's support. Bounced up, finding support here, but we have to be careful. Oil can dump, and if it dumps below this support line, then it can come all the way to the downside. Okay, I'm not too bullish on energy sector this year because they did good, really well last year. So this year I'm not too bullish. Okay, this is natural gas looking good, following this trend line very nicely. So looking for a pump. Gold going higher. This is good, but I really want a little bit of pullback into. There's a cycle coming low here coming, so I really want a little bit of pullback to previous lows or new lows, and then I would like gold to go to new all-time high. We'll see how it goes. Silver will do same as. There's a trend line here, so silver will do same as gold. Uh, let's quickly see bond market. It bottomed, so it's bouncing. TLD almost up 1%. Look at this massive bounce. Perfectly predicted this, so looking nice. So I think bottom is in. So it buy the dip now. Copper in the buy zone, so buy the dip. Palladium came out of this bullish falling wedge. Now breakout. It can come back for back test, but looking good. PALL is the ETF. Con recovering very nicely. It's in a perfect zone. Actually, it's recovering. Let's bring in some moving averages to see if it recovered above any moving average. Let's try to get rid of, let's try to get this one. So it's finding resistance right here around, the yellow line is 50 EMA, red line is 50 SMA. Finding resistance right here. It needs to break, fail right now here. If it doesn't fail, if it recovers, then I think if it recovers over this red line, which is around 5.91, I think this is a V-shaped recovery, and recovery is in. And wheat, look at this massive candle, 7% up, almost after, you can see, broke out, back testing here for a couple of days, playing around, and massive bounce. It's above 200 SMA, looking really, really nice. It could be heading to a new all-time high. Okay, so this is just a start on wheat, could be going very higher from here. Soybeans are looking very good. Almost previous highs are broken now. So like commodity, you can see overall sugar is again backtesting this line. You can see commodities overall are looking really good. These are the trades you want to be in. You want to be in these commodity trades, not in other trades which are like NASDAQ and S&P 500. Okay. And let's go and let's see what else is there. Gold miners, little bit of cool down. It's by the dip. You can see this trend line, this white trend line. Focus on that. Any dips, although there are multiple gaps, look to buy all the dips. XLE 0.5% up, but if energy is going down, this is going to go down as well. So I'm looking for weakness, finding resistance on 200 EMA. So not able to cross above that. Healthcare. This looks like a reversal candle, guys. So with the gap up, so looking for this gap to fill, looking for lower prices. Utility sector is looking good, and again, any tag of this trend line, look to buy. If market sells off, healthcare and utility or the safety sectors can go up. Dow Jones indecision candle looking for a downside move. Real estate looking good, but there's a gap here, looking for that gap to fill. Financials 0.4% up after Goldman Sachs gave earnings, but looking for a lower move now because I think market is due for a correction. about 5 to 10%, and I covered Tesla, Apple. You can see all the gaps here to the downside on Apple, multiple gaps. So be very careful. Google is down 1%, but still many gaps here. All these green lines are the gaps to fill. Microsoft is down, all these gaps to fill. All these mega companies are going on divergence. You can see there's divergence here. You can see Microsoft divergences here. Not Google, Apple. You can see my divergence. So they are going to new high, all-time highs on divergence. So most likely that means this is a fake pump, and we are getting ready for a correction. Amazon, see again divergences here, looking for bottom gaps to fill. And Netflix already covered. Snowflake's down. There's a gap here. So I'm expecting big correction on especially these chips. This is AI boom is going to be over soon, but I'm expecting a lot of downside on this pump. Okay, inflation is so high. Fed is not going to give you free money. They're not going to lower interest rates soon. So be very, very careful at this time. Let's see what else is there. Is there anything else we need to review? Yeah, some people ask me about Target. A comment, Target looking good. You can see it's showing divergences here. It looks like it's making a base here, and this could be on a small time frame a flag. And I just got a green buy signal here, and it's above this today. It closed above this 20 EMA. So Target is looking good, forming a solid base. So I'm happy with this. You can see we made a new low with the higher divergence on. You can see our RSI was higher. We got a green signal here. PPO had a crossover. I think there's ways to go for Target. Zoom is another one. You can see Zoom bouncing up. It's above this 200 EMA line. So Zoom is also looking good. NE is also another one. ASML is today down 5%. Looks like it's about to close this gap. Still, this gap is not closed. But ASML, you can see what's happening here. It was going higher on divergence, so it was due for bad earnings. And you can see easily, sometimes this can be predicted very nicely. You can see massive divergence. And this is what's happening on most of the tech stock. So be very, very careful. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. If you're liking the video and you please hit the like button, thumbs up button, and there is a channel join button on the description of this video. If you want to talk directly with me, there are different options you can choose. And for the members, I'll be putting daily videos during the day a couple of times to show them the zones. The zones I can show you, which I showed you before. That's going to help you with the trading for basically your day's trading, and you can quickly see which these are the lines I can give on the stocks you like, and I will share in the morning where these zones are, and in afternoon and before the close as well. So 3 times a day I will share these zones, and I will tell you which stocks during the day are in the buy zone, so that can help you to make the trade. Okay, guys, if there are any questions on any stocks, put it in the comment below, and I will add it at the end, and I will next day video I will post an update on that. And I wish you guys rest of the day great day. Bye bye.